Erin, you have told me over the years about many of your on-screen kisses, the now iconic Elizabeth and Nathan kiss. Any funny things going on behind the scenes that we didn't see off camera?
I threatened to eat a bunch of garlic and
Yeah, but you didn't. You were very respectful.
Well, who knows?
Kevin, I'm disappointed. Why would you not go through on a prank like that?
I think moving forward, she might have to watch out for that. I think there will be room for pranks going forward.
Well, thank you so much.
We were easing our way into the new dynamic.
You know what? Honestly, that iconic kiss scene at the end of episode 11, everyone took it so seriously. I think the two of us, the whole crew, Peter DeLuise, who was directing, everybody wanted to make sure that we rose to the occasion and delivered something really special. So it wasn't really the moment for pranks. We took it seriously.
I think
there'll be moments for pranks.
Great, Kevin.
Future moments for pranks. Yeah. We just watched episode 11 of When Calls the Heart. It is bomb after bomb after bomb. Nathan saves Elizabeth's life. They cuddle up so adorably in the hay. And then Elizabeth finally admits what I feel like we've all known has been on her heart for a little while now. She is in love with Nathan.
Nathan, I'm in love with you.
Why do you think now was the right time for Elizabeth to finally crack her heart open and share with Nathan how she feels?
I think that Elizabeth had gone through quite the journey of self-discovery and analysis and chats with Rosemary. And she did all of that work in season 10 to kind of figure out what she really wanted and what didn't feel right for her anymore. And then we spent so much of season 11 doing this dance of, are those feelings still mutual? Like, I mean, should I put myself out there? I don't know. And finally, there was this moment in episode 11 where Elizabeth realized, again, life is short. You know, we've just experienced this hostage situation. It's time to move. And she could feel that Nathan needed that clarity from her before he was able to take a step forward again. So yeah, she had to get some things off her chest.
Yeah, she really did get some things off her chest. I loved how beautifully it was written. It was very carefully selected words and phrasing. Like, I loved suspenders in there. I loved impeccable in there.
You are a good man. An impeccable man. You are a man who looks distractingly good in serge or suspenders.
I think Nathan's talked enough, though, in the past seasons and kind of, he did this, 3 seasons prior.
I fell in love with you. And I think that love is always worth fighting for.
So I think it was Elizabeth's turn to finally
absolutely
tell him what I think everybody's waiting to hear, 3 seasons ago when Nathan did it. So.
Right. Erin, did you give any input with speaking with the writers or the producers? Because that was a really beautiful monologue that Elizabeth shared with Nathan in that moment. Was that any Erin sprinkled in there?
There was a bit of a sprinkle. Our writers are incredibly collaborative, and they knew how important that scene was in general, but how important it was to us. And we wanted to make sure that we acknowledge some of the more specific things that have come up over the years between Elizabeth and Nathan. So that was the origin of some of those little things you mentioned.
The cute nod to the word impeccable, which I thought was a nice callback to that beautiful episode with Jada a few seasons ago. I'm going to choose to believe that was Erin right there.
I think it was. That was pretty,
Okay, thanks. You have such a good memory, Deidre. You're such a great supporter, champion, and fan of When Calls the Heart. And the fact that you still remember those little callbacks is very meaningful.
He's honest and brave and impeccable. Just ask Mrs. Thornton.
Kevin, we just joked. You're standing there. You don't have to say much, but your face really says it all. What was going through Nathan's mind in that moment? He's waited a long time to hear that.
Yeah, well, I think, he opens the conversation, I think, coming and saying, I think this moving further into a relationship will only, jeopardize you and put you in danger. So, I don't think he knew where it was going. And it was Elizabeth finally that kind of put her foot down. It's like, I have to say this. And then I think as she was saying all these beautiful words to him, like there was just nothing to do but just, sit in it presently and you can't believe that she's finally saying all these things that he's wanted to hear for so many seasons. And then he reacts, the way that he does.
I have to admit, when I was watching this scene, Elizabeth says,
say something, please.
It was almost like Nathan was a little stunned. He had no words in that moment. Do you think there was a part of Elizabeth that thought, I just cracked my heart open to this man. I'm not positive that he receives this, that he feels the same way that I do?
I mean, yeah, I think as Kevin said, Nathan is entering this scene unsure if they should move forward because he'd never want to put Elizabeth's life in danger in the way that it had just been.
Yeah, that roll in the hay was nice, but it came from like a 20 foot drop.
But I think we'd spent so much of this season unsure. There was really this dance of, do you still feel how you used to feel? And yeah, anytime you put yourself out there in such a vulnerable way, there's going to be a question of, is it reciprocated? And I think Elizabeth was experiencing that, and maybe it was her turn to experience it because Nathan has been so vulnerable with her in the past.
If you humbly ask me, it was her turn. And I love Kevin so much that Nathan kind of opts out of words and goes instead for action.
Ooh,
Finally.
Man of action.
Yeah.
Man of action, he slowly moves in and goes for what is now the first kiss between Elizabeth and Nathan.
5 seasons coming.
5 seasons coming. We finally got that moment. Of course, I know the two of you are very close friends in real life. Are there conversations before you know? It's like we were just joking 5 minutes ago, and now we got to go kiss. What was that?
Yeah, you know, that is very much part of it. You know, like we're professional actors, and that's and great friends. So
Yeah.
you know, it's part of the job. But there was, I would say, we both knew how important it was. You know what I mean? So and maybe there was a bit of nerves kind of going into it because it's a new realm that we haven't really done yet.
Yeah.
It
Nerves
also-
from you, Kevin?
Yeah, of course.
Aaron, nerves from you?
Certainly, we wanted to make sure that this scene was great.
In episode 11, we not only get Nathan and Elizabeth's first kiss, there just is like a certain ease and natural quality to that second kiss. Did the two of you have conversations about how are we going to distinguish the first kiss from the second kiss?
The dynamic completely changed once the pent-up angst was finally gone and they were able to just kind of be themselves in front of each other and fall into this kind of easy relationship where they both knew what each other wanted. It's all very just like easy at this point. It's and earned finally because it's been so tense for so long. So yeah, we didn't discuss it, but I think we just kind of fell into it.
Episode 12 still remains in season 11. Now that these two characters have kissed, where do they go from here? Are they keeping this a secret under wraps? Are they going to be fully out in public kissing? How are they going to tell their kids? Do their kids know?
Where do we begin? You gotta tell the kids.
Gotta tell the kids. There's a little hiding from the kids, I think, too.
A little bit. I think that they want to make sure they've approached the kids and talked it through first before they're making any kind of PDAs. And Elizabeth also wants to have a conversation with Lucas to make sure he doesn't feel disrespected by a sudden display of affection between Elizabeth and Nathan.
I will say though that most characters on the show are like, yeah, we know it's about time. Like, and I think that gets, sprinkled in episode 11 that everybody's like, you're moving so slow. Like, this is gonna surprise no one. When you get
Bill and Rosemary, like, pick up the pace, guys.
Yes.
And most of the town is like, they're not gonna be like, oh wow, we didn't see it coming.
Right. Okay, so fair to say maybe more kissing in episode 12?
That's a fair assumption.
Yeah,
I
it's pretty fair.
I think.
Of course, a very huge congratulations to the both of you. When Calls the Heart season 12 has been renewed. We get to continue learning about these wonderful people in Hope Valley. Where do you think Elizabeth and Nathan's love story is going to go in season 12? Because Erin, you have always famously said this is a romance that is a slow burn. Are we going to continue burning slowly in season 12? Or are we really going to get to see this couple live life romantically as a couple?
Well, thank you so much for the congratulations. We're very excited about
jazzed.
coming back. We're jazzed.
I'm doing a lot of these. I need new adjectives and
We are jazzed. There's your headline.
verbs.
Come on, I need jazz hands then.
Yeah, we're jazzed.
There you go.
No, but we truly are. We can't wait to get back to work. We start in about a month. But I think even if it's a slower burn towards next official steps in their relationship, and I don't know.
First comes love, then comes
Marriage, come on.
I
We
think
love it when calls the heart wedding. Don't deprive us.
I think it'll be a fiery burn.
Oh.
Like,
I think they're going to be in the honeymoon phase for a little
Yeah.
bit. And when they're not in the honeymoon phase, I think, you know, both of them will go back to the roots of being, you know, helpers and protectors of the town, and they'll combine their strengths. And I think that will dictate a lot of the storylines of those two characters going forward. That, you know, and what's so great about the relationship that Nathan and Elizabeth have had is that a lot of it has been built on this strong foundation of friendship and supports, and you know this idea to help others. So on top of the new romance, it's going to be, you know, a big part of season 12. We're also going to see them combining their strengths to help others, and move forward.
pillars in the community.
Pillars in the community.
And getting to see them start to combine their families in some ways, seeing how Nathan is with little Jack, how Elizabeth can be helpful with Allie. I think there will be some really lovely moments there.
What do you hope the next step for this couple is? Is it moving in together as a family? Is it getting engaged? Is it just slowly taking their time to get to know each other better? What is that next benchmark in both of your opinions?
You know, we've spent so much time seeing them as friends. We had this very slow burn for season 11. So we've only just had the opportunity to see them as a new couple briefly. So I think, let's explore what that looks like for a while. Let's see them getting to know each other as boyfriend, girlfriend.
Let's see them making out all over Hope Valley.
Whoa. Your words, not mine.
Of course, my words.
Hardy's words as well. I don't know.
I think I speak on behalf of the Hardys. We want lots of romance, lots of making out. This woman has been through so much.
Yeah.
We just want her to have her happily ever after. And Nathan too. We want him to have his happily ever after. Because my guy has struggled a little bit along the way.
Yeah, he's had a tough couple seasons. I think most people are going to get their wish. Yeah.